to keep moving forward, Quill! There's too many of them! Let's take the elevator! Take heed! Listen to Groot! Get in here!
How many times have I saved your butt now?
Oh, thanks, buddy! Well, right into that one! Groot! Contact time! Why are we not moving? Peter Quill, I have rescued you! Stop showing off! We gotta move, Quill! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Everybody get in here! The Milano should get here any tick now.
Should?
Yeah, well, it's the best I can do. And our window to meet her is getting smaller.
No, they're gonna open fire as soon as they detect her.
Yep, I've got her running silent. But who knows what kind of sense this Raker has on her. Next time, you're on your own. Ha! Murderize you! Charged up! Making short work of these cultist creeps! Drop out, weirdos deserve it! Watch your butts!
Watch it, Drax!
Disbelief could not save him from death! Ready!
We can't keep outrunning the whole army. We've got to cut them off or we're gonna die here.
I got an idea. Maybe I can overload these batteries. Make this part of the ship go boom.
How big of a boom are we talking about?
Can't wait to find out. Keep them busy while I rig this place. Here come the creeps. I need time, Quill. Keeping the flark off my tail.
Beware!
Rocket, how's it going?
Don't distract me when I'm paw deep in explosives! Feels like I've been shooting that big butt for hours! Drax! Shut him down!
You guys give up yet?
Too late for negotiation, ain't it? Why do I feel no order in this fight? Because you're hungover or something! This adversary is well fortified!
Rush him, Drax!
Get him, Groot! I shall enjoy this! Ooh.
There goes the arm.
I am really missing Gamora right now.
I'm telling you, he just ain't a team player.
That's the guy who just rejoined the team after ditching us.
Why? Well, I swear to stuff, if you let them shoot me in the ass.
Don't worry, we've got you covered, man.
Sure don't feel like it. You just messed with the wrong tactic. My great strength goes underutilized. Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain.
across it! Rocket! I hope we have a surprise for them!
Oh yeah! Raker won't forget this one!
Okay, this one's set. Keep the loonies busy while I rig the next one.
I don't know if we can keep this up!
You have to! Why do I feel no honor in this fight?
Don't want to rush you, but...
Stop rushing me!
Rocket! Should we be shooting this close to these things?
Sounds like a lot of fucking gunfire.
There is much noise!
Spread out! A lot of room to cover here!
Just draw their fire away from me!
Right ahead with a big bang. This is better than I thought.
Sounds good, man, but get it done!
Why do I feel no honor in this fight?
Because you're hungover or something.
Caution! Meet your maker! He is free of his madness now!
Don't board him! Feed him!
Okay, they're set to blow. We need to get the flark out of here.
How much time do we have?
I might have overdone it. Run!
No! Rocket, where's her?
No!
Where does this go?
Out!
Out where?
Outside!
Where does this go?
Out!
Out where?
Outside!
Stay together, people! Don't fall off the edge! Don't fall off the edge! Where does this go?
Out!
Out where?
Outside!
Stay together, people! Don't fall
must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, flark and blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Ooh.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise them. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey, better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. I am Groot. Harsh.
You alright there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it.
What is wrong with her? We have to...
Chew. Move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship!
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
What do you think, bud? Now that Contraxi is gone, what's gonna be the new hotspot for entertainment? I am Groot. An asteroid, huh? Huh. Smart!
Hey, Rocket, you got a minute?
Okay, let's make some flarkin' cool stuff. Done in record time. I've made it foolproof, just for you.
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora! I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually never got a chance to say thank you for the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I need someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so... lonely. After the war, the Resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the Worldmind had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be... kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula... After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
I see you have discovered my criminal record.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus. Sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now, with us. And we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
Anybody in there? Drax? Are you okay? Open up!
Peter Quill.
Are you gonna join us in the cockpit? You got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Perhaps I will. Write them down.
Drax.
Apologies. I will surrender the lavatory. In a few ticks.
Wait. Was that my toothbrush?
Peter, we need to...
Gamora. Hey.
Is that... Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he... disagreed. So, I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Chitauri supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival. Especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Chitauri's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Hope somebody makes the right call and gets us out of the way of those church idiots. It ain't cowardice, it's common sense. Wait, are you siding with Green Team on this? Yeah, well, a little bit is all we'd achieve before getting brain scrubbed and tied up to faith reactors. Quill and I don't need to make up. Maybe when Quill makes the right call and flies us far, far away from the church.
I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere? Bet our comms array wouldn't be all chewed up if we'd kept the llama in here. Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one.
Watch it!
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And heart to heart you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy. Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Нет. This problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably. Find us a channel with less butthole content. We're taking fire! Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
Receive your splintered remains.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
That's no fun.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
It's the best fighters in the galaxy.
These guys have really bad timing.
Perfect time.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
More than that Ravager heap's worth. Leave.
Private Morning Glory's running his mouth again. Feels kinda good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Unlike you, I have every skill to be a kid. Where's Drax the Destroyer? My bounty's complete.
Drax can't come to the phone right now.
Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Yes. Feel free to show off as you
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
receive your splintered remains.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
These ships ain't dying fast enough.
Faces the fighters in the galaxy.
These guys have really bad timing.
Only one
for our
lethal
pile of
name brain
problems.
left. That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
More than that Ravage's worth.
Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about? Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable. Then do something about it.
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about? Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable. Then do something about it.
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. Lady Skullsuit has the worst flarkin' timing!
Ah!
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
A good chunk of them anyway.
Really need to work on our PR. It's really pissing me off.
He's chewing us up, Quill.
Just kill them already.
That was a bad hit. We really gotta take better care of the Milano.
Taking heat.
Fuck, that hurt.
Or how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Let me look up the contract real quick. That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
killing us. This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
What? Fiddle!
That Scutstain just shot us!
That was a lucky shot!
Peter!
So cheap! That was a bad hit. Taking heat!
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yep. Old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow. Talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open the channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Our supplies are low. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the Worldmind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
What are you doing, Starpants?
I agree with the rodent. Your language choice makes no strategic sense.
I am Groot. Groot says you should pick the top option. I am Groot. Groot says you should hurry up.
A little help, Groot?
I am Groot. Misread it. Ugh, ignore Groot. Just pick things at random until it works, Quill. I am Groot. And why should we do that, huh? We're outlaws. We don't pay fines. I am Groot. Paying the fine won't get us food. Stop thinking with your stomach.
This is pointless and slow. Go back and change the language, Peter. Okay, Groot. What are these choices?
I am Groot. If you pick Kree, Quill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off.
How may we assist you?
We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Xandarian Worldmind doesn't already know?
Thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
Just pick something, Peter.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name,
designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please
fuck
state
you.
your celestial body.
or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Yeah, maybe it won't work, but look at this.
Finally, in a few words,
Describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because I'm a
To
sucker.
enforce justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys. Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
The
The allocation of resources for direct
communication with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication
Privileges
privileges
are suspended while we investigate
her
her
involvement in unsanctioned cult
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Scroll down! Scroll down!
Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator
Has either been destroyed or disabled.
disabled and could not be reached.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
Scroll back up. I think I saw someone interesting.
Nova number 11249-44396
is out of
our sensor range and unavailable
for contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is?
Hey, Bullberry, got any ideas?
Does that say Nova Prime? Any idea which one?
Who even cares?
Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
Corbin Day is missing in action
And unable to respond.
Heard of him. He was in the Resistance.
So much for near-perfect algorithms, Helpline.
This menu again?
Perhaps we should try another menu.
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then?
We are sad to inform you that Denarian
Carlos is currently missing and
is
assumed
assumed dead.
Hey, isn't this that buckethead we killed on the rock?
We definitely did not murder him and definitely did not admit it in front of the Nova Corps console, Rocket.
Why are we letting the Terran select the language? He barely knows his own.
I know, Bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
and you cannot resume a cancelled
Application.
Nuh-uh, not letting you do that, Quill. What do you mean the past crime button looks lonely? It's got two friends right there.
We should tell them about the promise.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization,
We are unable to open new cases.
cases. We are aware of the current threat, but
And
can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
No.
Thank you for attempting to be an upstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated,
You may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
Hey, the fine? Are you serious?
Really?
Connected to
Did you
banking
have to?
services. Connected to banking services.
I can't believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, Worldmind, long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
Pay a fine.
No, of course not. You need to save the
The
galaxy.
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter
it. In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single
star frigate to multiple outposts,
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3.
75.222%
of the Andromeda Galaxy,
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The Worldmind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the Promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth
cannot be stopped.
Told ya, they're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it. At least Abomination sounds scary.
It can be stopped. Maybe not by us, but you're a war hero. You defeated the Shatari 12 years ago.
The
Resistance and its allies defeated
the Shatari, not us alone. And not before
the Shatari had destroyed our
homeworld and decimated our people.
Yeah, I don't like it either, bud. Should've run when we had the chance.
We have already processed 12,472,865 combat scenarios.
The current probability of defeating the
Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
That is a big number.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is. Now, if you will excuse us.
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation of
Xandarian culture. All else is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
We merely police it to get
advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
We have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons.
The Church is stockpiling resources.
Its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
models.
Then update your models.
We cannot adjust our computations to the
enemy's nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
Faith, as an energy source,
is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should not exist.
So you're just gonna let the Church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
it cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
That you're scared. Yeah, you met a math problem that you don't understand and you're running away from it.
Fear is an emotional reaction.
Disputable.
We do not experience emotion, therefore
we cannot be afraid.
Why are you running then?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Yeah, bleep, bloop, bloop. Thought you were a Class G superintelligence, not an infinite loop.
We recognize that you are displeased with our
decision to leave. However, your
emotional state is not our primary
concern.
We did not make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Alan Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished
in the last year of the Galactic War.
Great. So no one?
We are pleased you reached the same conclusion
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
are almost complete. Farewell,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
You know what? Screw this. Cancel payment.
Peter!
What? It's not like Nova Corps is gonna come after us. They're leaving.
Exactly. They're leaving. That was our only chance to get this disabler off the Milano. We can't escape the church with a locked ship.
Who cares? By the time it activates, we'll already either be converted or dead.
Peter, we've got movement.
I'm Groot.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Those promises becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys!
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the flarkin' water!
And if they find us, we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think! Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest.